Good day to you, everybody. In today's video, we're going to learn an elite high performance technique that only the top 1%ers use to get crystal clear on three key areas. Area number one is truly acknowledging what it is that you want for your life, your lifestyle, your business, whatever area it is for you. Area number two is recognizing the gaps between where you are today and those desired lifestyles and business and things that it is you truly want. And area number three is recognizing and acknowledging the challenges that you're going to face getting from here to there, as well as the current options or current resources that you have available to you to overcome those challenges. And I can tell you this, in my years of experience in coaching, those of you who actively engage in this session, in the exercises that we're going to do, and make them personal, well, the results that you can get from that, they may just blow your mind. So get engaged, make it personal, and let's do this. Hey everybody, I'm Coach Michael, your Keep It Real coach, and welcome to My Life Design, the #1 channel for anyone looking to make improvements in your life, in your business, or in yourself. And this is session 2 of our channel launch series. Now, if you remember in the first video, we talked about a simple 3-step hack that anyone can use to make improvements in any area of your life that you choose. Okay, we're going to move quickly. So if you can grab 3-4 sheets of paper, that would be great. Obviously, if you're driving, follow through with us now. Come back later and complete these exercises. Okay, it's super important. Matter of fact, let me stop and make a disclaimer right now. I did make it clear in the first video and at the beginning of this video, these are actual coaching sessions, right? And if you're not familiar with what a coaching session is like, that's perfectly okay. But it does require that you stay engaged, that you make these things personal, and that you actually work through the exercises to get the results. And let me be clear, once you complete this exercise today and the whole series itself, you're actually going to have a level of clarity on this stuff that literally only the 1%ers in all of history have ever had for their own personal lives. And it's the reason they were the 1%ers. So to get your mind wrapped around this exercise, I'm actually going to show you examples real quick of the 4 columns that we're going to create. And then we'll actually go through them individually so that you can make your list and make it very personal for you. Okay, so let's take a look at our first example worksheet. So you'll notice here on our example, it's a typical daily schedule. Consists of 24 lines, 1 hour each. You'll also notice that I've got some of them highlighted with just a highlighter. I keep it simple: green, yellow, orange, and red. We'll get detailed on what that means when we go over this worksheet. So if you look here, this is worksheet number 2, and this is actually going to be just an open list of activities or experiences that you don't currently do, but that you want to add to your life, to your daily activities, right? Okay, so now this is actually worksheet number 3. And in worksheet number 3, this is going to be your, what I call your life design schedule or your dream schedule. Okay, it's not a vacation. It is a real life, which means you got to remember the daily to-dos, right? And then let's take a look at number 4 here. This is your possible or known challenges that you're going to face. And you'll notice on this one there's 2 columns. It's separated. Column number 2 is going to be the resources that you currently have available or that you know you can get quick access to to overcome the challenges. So you write the challenge on the left side. On the right side, you list the resource or the opportunity that you have available to overcome that challenge. If some of them are left blank, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we just looked at samples of worksheets. So keep it simple. Okay, you can use a regular line paper, you can use an Excel spreadsheet type. It's best if you can actually physically write these out, but if you're an absolute diehard, everything gets done on a computer type of person, that's fine too. So all we're doing in this is we're writing out what our typical schedule is. So as an example, let's say you get up at 6 o'clock and the first hour is spent, doing breakfast, getting your shower, whatever it is, just preparing to head out for work. Maybe you have a daily routine. Then call it your morning routine, right? Keep it simple. Just everything simple for right now. Second hour, what are you doing? Maybe it takes you almost an hour to drive to work. Great, your second hour is booked with driving to work. Third hour, first hour at work. If you have certain things you do throughout your work day, like maybe the first hour is, following up on emails or what have you. The second hour is spent maybe in meetings, something to that effect. Just keep it super high level. We understand days change. Things are different in any given day. Perfect example, my work life, a lot of the time, either my second hour or my third hour of each day was time for meetings. Okay, other positions I've had, the very first hour was the meetings, getting crews and teams, ramped up for the day and out into the field, right? So it depends. We understand that days are different. Just go with an overall concept. Now, I mentioned highlighters. I prefer to use green, yellow, orange, and red. What those stand for is after I've listed out my daily activities, my normal day, and I like to use a work day, not a weekend, is I use a green highlight for any activity that I do in an average day that I actually want to be able to do more of. Okay? In my dream future, I want more of this included in my day. I highlight that green. Anything that I'm okay with still doing, but I kind of want to keep it at the same level that I do now, the same amount of time, same amount of energy invested, then I highlight that as a yellow. Anything that's highlighted in orange is something that I don't mind doing or I know I have to do, such as, grocery shopping or what have you, things that need to be done. I need to pay my bills, invest a little time in that. Then I'll put that as an orange, but it's because I want to reduce it a little bit. I want to spend less time doing that in my average day, week, or month, right? And then the final thing, red, those are the items that I want to eliminate, okay? Driving an hour to work, driving an hour home from work. I want to eliminate that. Even though personally, most of my life, for many, many years, that's kind of my university time. I educate myself while I'm driving through audios and well, I'd say videos, but I just listen to them, obviously. But you understand what I mean. That is educational time for me, but I don't want to be driving while I'm doing it. So drive time for me, and for a lot of people that I talk to, that is a time we want to eliminate. That gets highlighted in red. So I hope this makes sense right now. I know we're moving quick, but that is worksheet 1. Okay, so worksheet or column number 2 is your list of activities or experiences that you want to add to that typical daily schedule that you're not actually doing. So remember, if you're already doing it, it should be on your list highlighted in green because you want more of it. If you currently don't engage in that activity, I'll give you my example. I want to start going out four-wheel driving, rock climbing, stuff like that. I don't currently do that. I want to add that to my schedule. That would go on this list. and it may be 10 things, 15. That's kind of usually the common number. People will have 10 to 15 things they know for sure within the next year they want to add to their lifestyle, to their daily or weekly activity. Make your list of what those would be, and don't worry about putting them in level of importance yet. We'll do that, but we'll do that in a minute, a little bit later. Okay, for right now, just pause for a moment. You can pause the video if you have to. At least write the title at the top. List of activities or experiences to add to my daily life or my weekly life. So I started to move on, but I actually want to give you a couple other examples. So maybe you want to spend time having lunch with a sister or a friend or brother or whatever. You can put that. Maybe you want to take a class, pick up dancing or learning to play the piano or learning a new language, something like that. These are the types of things that I'm referring to. If you're talking about, hey, I want to start taking more vacations, that's not a daily activity. We're not talking about vacations here. We're talking about real life. Maybe your change is you want to change your career. So your current job is highlighted in red. And what you're going to put on this list is the new career that you want to begin doing. Maybe it's making videos. Maybe you have some content, some education, some tricks that you want to share with people. Great. Put that down. Like for me, that would have been, YouTube coaching, right? That could have been the way I could have put it on my list. So that gives you some examples of what to add to your list here. Okay, now comes the fun one. This is your actual life designed schedule. Okay, this is your dream daily schedule. Whatever you want to title it, make it personal for you so that it makes sense to you. Okay, the channel's title is My Life Design for a reason. It's because that's what we're working on doing, is creating a life and a lifestyle that we've designed so that we get to live the way we want to live, do the things we want to do. Okay, so title it that. You're still going to have those same 24 hours to work with, keeping this rather high level. Okay, we don't have to dig deep, but we do want to remember this is real life. So this is not a vacation. Don't put on here that you're going to spend all day lounging at the beach in Hawaii. Okay, you need to earn an income. You need to sleep. You need to eat. You need to pay bills and go shopping. Remember these things. So in each and every day, make sure you either add an hour or 30 minutes here and there for those types of items. We don't want to leave them off. It's really important to be realistic in that way while we're creating this list. So let me give you a couple more examples. I did mention sleeping. What about shopping? You got to go buy groceries. Maybe shopping is one of your dream items here you can put on there. Paying bills, to-do lists. Yes, gentlemen, ladies as well, to-do lists. We clean our, we need to keep clothes clean, right? Dishes get washed. Now maybe yours is going to be that you hire someone to do that for you. You got to hire them first, right? So you're like, oh, I don't need to put laundry and dishes on my list. I'm not going to do that anymore in my dream life. Someone else's. Guess what? It takes time to hire people, right? If you've never owned a business or if you've never hired people on your job, it takes time. You're researching who out there would be willing to do this for me. Then you do what would be the equivalent of an interview with them, see if they're the right person, get some references. You don't want to use family and friends for stuff like this. Trust me. I've been there. I've had hundreds of people tell me over the years they've tried to work with family or good friends in ways like this, and it doesn't work. So don't count on that, which means you got to put some time for things like hiring the people. You don't have to word it that, but you understand what I'm saying. Don't leave these kinds of things off the list. Okay, now, the fourth worksheet is the one specifically that's going to have two columns. whether you do left and right or whether you do a line and then skip another line. You could do it either way, but this is your list of known or possible challenges in changing your lifestyle, in eliminating some of the things that you currently have to do and filling that time with the things that you want to invest that time and energy into. So, again, let's look at a quick sample of this worksheet and the columns on it. So if you look here, I'm going to actually show you two options. This is the left side is going to be your challenges. It's going to be your challenges that you know you have, and it's going to be some challenges that you think may come up. And then on the right side of the page is actually line item by line item. This is a challenge that I have. This is something that I either have currently available to me that I can use to overcome that challenge, or something I think I can get access to. Now, the other way to do this, if you look at this option, is there's one line that actually has your challenge, and then right below it is where you write out the resource that you have to overcome that challenge. Is this all making sense to you now? So this is a really important step, writing out our challenges and our resources, or maybe we should even call some of them our resourcefulness. So you have certain things available to you now, but then you get resourceful and you find ways, you think of ways, wait, in the future I should be able to, gain access to this or to create this opportunity to eliminate that. Because resourcefulness is huge. I can't even explain how important it is. Resourcefulness is a leadership tool, or it's literally a champion's secret weapon to massive transformation and to elite levels of success. And the cool thing is, you can learn resourcefulness through practice. Okay, everybody, quick hint here. We're not done yet, but to keep your mind in the process, or give you an idea of where we're going in this series, in the next video, we're actually going to cover the deep-seated reasons why you actually want the things you want. List number 2, where you went through and you listed out items that you actually want to add into your life, your lifestyle, your schedule. Okay, there's a reason that you want those things. There's a reason that the items on your list that you want to keep in green or yellow, okay, there's a reason why you want those in your experience. And we're going to really dive deep and look at what it is that makes you desire those experiences in your life. Okay, so if you're serious about wanting to take your life, your business, your relationships, maybe all of the above, to that next level, you're gonna want to invest some time completing these worksheets, making these lists as accurate as possible for what is personal to you, what's important to you. Okay, so let's recap real quick. Bear with me here. Stay with me. List number 1, or worksheet 1, was creating your typical schedule. I know each day is different, but each hour, here's the typical kind of things that I'm engaging in. Here's my lunch hour, or lunch 30 minutes, or whatever it is for you. Okay, worksheet number 2 was your activities list, your experiences that you want to add to your life. Go back through that again. Make sure that it's accurate to you, that it's things that you would include in a typical day. Again, if you don't like your job and you say you want out of your job, then on your add to list, there needs to be a way to earn income on that list. So just be as accurate and as complete as possible, but keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Okay, worksheet number 4 was actually creating another daily schedule, but this one was based on eliminating whatever was in red on your first one, reducing what was in orange, and adding what was in green, plus adding in the items on your add to list. So you're creating a new daily schedule that incorporates those values, those changes. Again, don't get overly sensitive or overly critical on the timing, the what goes where, and you don't have to take everything that's on the add to list because you're only doing one day at a time. Okay, for most of us, that add to list is going to have things that maybe we're only going to be engaging in once a week or once a month. That's fine. If it's a once a month thing, you don't need to put it on this list. But on the very consistent things, the things that you absolutely want to engage in every single day, those are the ones you want to put on this first list, which is worksheet 3. Then we go to worksheet number 4. Now remember, worksheet number 4 was specifically for recognizing the challenges that you're going to face in making that shift from today's reality, activities, and results to what you want it to be in the future. So go back through it. Make sure those challenges are accurate. You may think of some other things that you know are going to be challenges, or your list of challenges may be complete, but you may realize that you have some other resources, or that you're going to use some resourcefulness for this. You're going to go out and actually find ways to overcome those challenges. If you have blanks in this, worksheet 4, column B, the resources, that's okay. Don't stress over it. Add that information in the comments box, and we'll address some of it. Now, don't forget, if you watch this video or listen to this video while you were driving, or while at a time when you were not able to, participate or to engage in these actual activities, please come back to them. This is a type of activity that you're not going to use within the comments as your running log or as your journey, right? These are specific exercises just for you, and I don't remember if I mentioned it in the first video, but if you're using plain sheets of paper, then create a booklet, create a notebook, 3-ring binders from the store somewhere, and create a notebook of these exercises that you can go through. Or if you're using maybe a spiral or what have you bound notebook, perfect. Use that. If you're using a journal that you already do journaling in, and you're adding these to your journal as you go through each day, perfect. You want to keep a running log where you can come back to these. And for now, make sure that you go ahead and share in the comments. Engage, participate. Again, this channel is about building community and supporting each other. So make sure you add comments. Make sure you support other people in their comments. Hit that like button. Ring that bell. Share the video with people that you know are looking for something more in life. And let's all build each other up. So I appreciate the fact that you're hung into the end here. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Until then, live awesome and enjoy your journey.